All right, let's round out the AFC East with the New England Patriots. Their line, 8.5. Last year, 4-13.
Woo!
Oh.
If only someone could have seen the Drake Maye disaster coming.
Oh, like you mean you and I?
Yeah, two idiots.
We called that? The line is that's pretty high, man. It's a high bar, 8.5, especially in this division. Like the Patriots at 8.5. I mean, they're up there with the same line as the Dolphins.
Right.
Tell me about this. What do you think?
Okay, so first, I think the Dolphins are overpriced. I would bet, I might actually bet Dolphins under 8.5. I like that bet a lot.
You better get that for that line moves, buddy.
Right. I'm surprised. Patriots, I would be very tempted to take the over here. This one's tough. I could see the Patriots being a sneaky playoff team.
You're bullish on the Patriots, huh?
Not even bullish. And it's funny because I feel like I've been the Mike Vrabel critic. But, stability when you didn't have any is a big thing. Let's, again, look at it needs, similar to a couple teams in this division. Safety. Jabril Peppers is awesome, but the strong safety position was underwhelming. Kyle Duggar, he was not great last season. Maybe Marcus Epps, he gets a bigger role under Vrabel's defense. We don't know what that unit's going to look like. We'll see. I think that could go a long way in saying how this defense performs. The Patriots did a really great job at attacking the offensive line. Matter of fact, they had maybe one of the best, if not the best, off seasons. Free agency, the draft. Like, they killed it. They absolutely nailed it, starting with the Vrabel hire, with all their acquisitions, with their draft. It was fantastic. The offensive line was a major liability, and they've really done what they can to address it, best to their ability. Center and left guard are really the only significant question marks right now. It's a good chance that Bradbury is still going to start at center, but the team did attack the whole line in a smart way. Let's go straight into it. The ceiling. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if you agree or if you think I'm wildly off base here. I think the best case scenario for New England is second in the division and actually making the playoffs as a wild card team. For that to happen, you would need Drake Maye to take another step in his development. I was impressed with Drake Maye last year. I thought he looked really good. I thought he looked promising. I liked him, in the draft. I was surprised that there were talks about him not being good, maybe falling. So maybe he continues to show the promise from last year. Josh McDaniels, I believe, coming back. Like he gets what he got out of Mac Jones and obviously out of Tom Brady for all those years. So maybe he's better and he can steal a couple games with his talent. They addressed the offensive line. Weapons aren't ideal. They added Stephon Diggs and they drafted Kyle Williams out of Washington State, who I kind of like. I think he's going to make an impact this season. I think we'll see a lot of him. I think he's going to be a target May relies on. Let's see. Oh, they drafted Travion Henderson, running back from Ohio State. Love that pick. That should really help improve the run game. So they've done what they can in this short window to address the weapons, address the offensive line. They're attacking the offseason like a smart franchise. If the offense can take a leap and the defense can get even better, playing hard-nosed football like we expect them to do under Mike Vrabel. We know, think about those Titans teams all those years with Vrabel. The defense was always really good. I mean, he had Ryan Tannehill making the playoffs, for God's sakes. And I think we would agree Drake Maye is more talented than Ryan Tannehill. At least it seems that way at this point. They should be able to be physical, keep the score close, and hope that Drake Maye can make some plays late. There's a reason Vegas set the line at 8.5, because I think the ceiling is 10 wins. That's probably pushing it, but I could see them winning 9 games and sneaking into a playoff spot. Opposite side, the floor. The floor probably happens if Drake Maye regresses, or we just don't see the improvement. Maybe he's not the quarterback we thought he was. Maybe the talent just doesn't continue to translate. The offensive line issues didn't get as resolved as they do on paper, and their lack of weapons hurts their production. They're not able to capitalize on games when the defense delivers. Maybe the defense even doesn't get better in secondary. They're not as good as we thought. The transition for Mike Vrabel is tougher than we expected. I still think they should be solid, and this should be a really good foundational year, even if things go bad. I would say the floor is 7 wins, and the improvement is slow going. Maybe we don't start to see it till late in the season, but I think either way, Patriots fans should be optimistic.
Yeah, I don't hate this take at all. When you look at the division, it is that number 2 spot is really up in the air. The Patriots, they are that dark horse in this division to me. Like, they're that team that, like, they were so bad last year and people may discredit them, but I do think that this is kind of a fresh start for the Patriots in some aspects, because we know that Mayo was really a continuation of the Bill Belichick, Robert Kraft system. And now Vrabel's in there, and it's going to be a whole new world. So Vrabel has been known to take the bull by its horns. Like, he wants things his way, and that's just how it is. Vrabel also played at the Patriots, remember?
Right.
And so this is really kind of a flashback to where he came from. So this is roots. He's got roots here. He's going to care a little bit more about this team probably than most teams he's coached before. So I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm not ready to say that 10 wins is their ceiling. I would probably put them at about 9. I know it doesn't sound that different, but in NFL terms, that's a whole nother loss, right? So and I do think their ceiling could be around the 6 mark.
You mean their floor?
I'm sorry, their floor could be around the 6 mark. So I'm not ready to go all in. You're probably a little bit more. I know you're not bullish on them, but you're probably a little bit more bullish than I am.
If they won 4 games with Drake Maye, if they only improved 2 games with Vrabel, I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'd be really surprised.
Right. What I don't know, the question mark is how have all these other teams shaped up? Like that's really fair. The big question. So I do think that they have a really good shot at coming in second in this division. I agree with you there. If that happened at the end of the year, I'm not going to be like, whoa.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? You mean Vrabel, a really good head coach, got the team? By the way, Vrabel should have been there last year.
Yeah, okay? Agreed.
Like, this should have happened already.
Right.
So that's a knock against the Patriots organization there. But Mayo had to get his 1 year guaranteed, I guess, out of the way. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be really interesting to see how Vrabel reconstructs the Patriots because since Belichick's left, this is the first maybe foundation head coach that we've had in there in a long time that hasn't been named Bill Belichick.
Well, I was going to say, I think this is the first time since Brady left in 2019 where I'm genuinely excited to watch the Patriots because I saw enough out of Drake Maye last year. I liked him in the draft. And then what I saw out of him last year, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I think, I don't know. I don't know what he can turn into. I'm not saying like he looked like Josh Allen or anything, but he looked good. It's like, oh, this guy could be a solid starter if the development continues. And with Josh McDaniels, we saw what he got. McDaniels, I know he was a disaster head coach, but he's a good coordinator. And we saw what he got out of Mac Jones, that rookie season before he left. Who knows how things would have looked if he never left. We saw what he got out of Brady. So maybe he's able to really elevate Drake Maye. We know, again, mostly though, Kraft will get out of the way because he's going to let Vrabel do it. And they've got a grown-up in charge again. Drake Maye was not ready to be a head coach. He should have never gotten that job with 0 head coaching experience, 0 coordinating experience. It was crazy. Mike Vrabel will bring a toughness and a resolve to the Patriots that they are used to. And I don't see any scenario where at the end of the season, Patriots fans are disappointed. I think they're going to be happy for the future after 2025.
I will say this last point. When Mike Vrabel was successful, the defense obviously stepped up. Ryan Tannehill was not a great quarterback. Never has been. But who was running the football?
Derrick Henry.
Who did they draft?
Travion Henderson.
I'm not drawing a comparison between Henry and Henderson here. This is not what I'm doing. What I'm saying, though, is look for the Patriots to utilize that run game because I think it fits in a Mike Vrabel scheme.
Yes. Well, it's also taking pressure off your quarterback, your young quarterback. We can't, that's what so many these teams do, that they get a young quarterback and they ask him to do everything. It's like, no, how about we give him a solid run game? We give him receivers. We give him an offensive line. So
you got Ramondre Stevenson still, by the way.
Right.
By the way, won some football games last year. Like he's a good running back. Now, Travion Henderson has the potential to be 4 times better than Stevenson.
Yeah.
So I think that the Patriots were really intelligent in their decision-making in this draft. Like, I think that was a really good pick for them. And I believe that it just jives well with Vrabel's style of coaching because we saw him do it at Tennessee. So if this is going to, replicate anything that he did at Tennessee, you take away Tannehill and you put Drake Maye in, I think Drake Maye's a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I think absolutely without question. Also, I forgot they've got Antonio Gibson, who, he had 500 yards for him last year. But with him, Stevenson, and then Henderson out of Ohio State, that should be a good rotational backfield for sure.
Henderson has the opportunity to do really big things this year. I really believe that he could be, top 5 rookies if he really puts his mind to it and is very successful in a Vrabel scheme. I think he could be a really big, important part of this team that may be a little undervalued going into the season coming up this year.